Have you ever wondered why the planets in our solar system have such powerful names? Well, they're all named after gods from Roman and Greek mythology. But these names aren't just random, they actually tell us something about each planet. Buckle up as we take a journey from the Sun to Pluto, uncovering the myths, science, and even words that come from these legendary names. The Sun, Sol, and Helios. The Sun has two mythological connections: Sol, the Roman sun god, and Helios, the Greek sun god. From Sol, we get words like solar, as in solar system and solar power. From Helios, we get helium, the gas that makes up most of the sun. Why? Because helium was first discovered in the sun's spectrum, before it was found on Earth. Mercury, the swift messenger. The closest planet to the sun is Mercury, named after the Roman god Mercury, who was the swift-footed messenger of the gods. His Greek counterpart, Hermes. Mercury was also the god of travelers, merchants, and even thieves. That's why words like merchant and commerce are related to his name. But there's another twist. The element Mercury, also called Quicksilver, was named because it moves so fast, just like the god Mercury. Venus, the goddess of beauty. We have Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love, and beauty, the Greek Aphrodite. Venus is the brightest planet in our sky at dawn and dusk. It's so stunning that ancient people thought it had to be named after the goddess of beauty herself. And yes, the word venerealis in venereal, disease, also comes from Venus because of her association with love. Well, you get the idea. Mars, the red planet of war. The fourth planet, Mars, is named after the Roman god of war, just like the Greek god Ares. Mars looks red because of iron oxide or rust covering its surface. That blood-red color made ancient people think of battlefields, so they named it after their war god. From Mars, we get words like martial, as in martial arts and martial law. And of course, Martian, which refers to anything from Mars. Jupiter, the king of the gods. The biggest planet in our solar system is Jupiter. And who else could it be named after but Jupiter? The king of the Roman gods, his Greek counterpart, Zeus. Jupiter was the god of thunder and the ruler of all gods. No wonder his planet is the biggest. The adjective Jovian refers to things related to Jupiter. And Jupiter comes from Iopater, which includes pater, meaning father. That's where words like patriarchy and patriotism come from. Saturn, the god of time and harvest. Next is Saturn, named after the Roman god of agriculture and time. His Greek equivalent, Cronus, the father of Zeus. Saturn is associated with time because of Kronos, not to be confused with Cronus, and from his name, we get Saturnine, meaning slow or gloomy. Fun fact, Saturn's famous festival, Saturnalia, was an ancient Roman celebration that inspired some Christmas traditions. Uranus, the sky god, and a radioactive element. Now we move to Uranus, named after the Greek god of the sky, Uranos. He was the grandfather of Zeus. When Uranus was discovered in 1781, scientists also discovered a new element around that time. They named it uranium, following the planet's name. Uranus is also the only planet named directly after a Greek god instead of a Roman one. Neptune, the god of the sea. Neptune, the eighth planet, is named after the Roman god of the sea, Neptune, known as Poseidon in Greek mythology. Since Neptune is a beautiful deep blue, it made perfect sense to name it after the ruler of the ocean. From Neptune, we get Neptunian, which can describe things related to the planet or the sea. Pluto, the lost planet of the underworld. Finally, we have Pluto, named after the Roman god of the underworld, Pluto, or Hades in Greek mythology. Pluto was the ruler of the dead, which makes sense since Pluto is the most distant and mysterious of the planets. When Pluto was discovered in 1930, scientists followed tradition and named an element after it, Plutonium. But here's the sad part: in 2006, Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet because it didn't meet the criteria for a full-fledged planet, the universe in our language. So from the Sun to Pluto, mythology has shaped not just the names of our planets, but also many words we use every day. Solar energy from Sol, commerce from Mercury, Venereal from Venus, martial arts from Mars, Jovian storms from Jupiter, Saturnine moods from Saturn, Uranium from Uranus, Neptunian depths from Neptune, Plutonium from Pluto. So the next time you hear these words, remember you're actually speaking the language of the gods. If you enjoyed this journey through space and mythology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more cosmic content. See you next time.